Hey everyone, and welcome to this awesome pick a card reading about what makes you magic inspired idea. So your selections here are 1, 2, or 3. Aside from the first couple of cards, I've used totally different decks in all of these, so feel free to listen to 1 or 2 or all if you feel called to. No right or wrong. I'm sure there's messages in there for everyone that's watching. So thanks again for your support. So remember to like and comment and share if possible if you enjoyed it, because it really helps me grow my channel. So we'll start with pile 1. I'm excited to do these today. I'm going to try to take my time. So, okay, first up we have movement, reminder, High Priestess of Earth. Wow, very powerful earth energy. Oh my god, we've got the Priestess again, embodied. Gateways of light, infinite, unlimited access to the divine mind. And then we've got the lost star of rebirth, out of the darkness into the light. So you may be a natural, we'll start with these. You may be a natural shadow worker. I feel like there's mother energy in this, but it's like the mother archetype. Like you might care for a lot of people, or just care for your friends and your family, that you're the reminder of so-and-so's birthday, or you know, that kind of thing. Or don't forget you've got this on the go. Like you're very caring and nurturing, and you love to take care of people, which is that, like, yeah, that Mother Earth energy, that very caring Queen of Pentacles, high vibe energy, very connected to animals. Like animals probably will gravitate towards you, and children. And you have a lot of, I'm hearing you have a lot of time for everyone. Very caring, deep soul, definitely a healer. That's not the right word that they're giving me. Be clearer, please. They're just showing me visions of steps. They're showing me stepping down though, and it's like your energy is in alignment with Jesus the healer. Definite strong Jesus archetype, but your bloodline descends from, that's why they're showing me down, descends from Jesus's line. So I'm sure you already know that. He's probably someone that you've spoken to a lot or grown close with over the years. And Jesus is definitely working with you because you've come here to heal. And I'm feeling a lot of, healing children, healing animals. And that's why you've got that strong bond and connection, which is the most precious connection of them all. And that's what Jesus was known for, working with animals and children. It's that pure energy. You're very pure in your thought, word, and deed. Like, it actually makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. And I wish, you know, I know everything happens for a reason, but I just wish more people were like that. Like, this world would be such a beautiful place. But I'm hearing, you know, this world is a training ground, and that's why, you know, we've chosen to struggle, because our soul wants to overcome and make big achievements this lifetime. And that's why we're experiencing so many changes right now. And I'm hearing everything happens for a reason, the good, the bad, but we're here to prevail and to shine a light for the younger generation. So that might be something you strongly resonate with. You might have heavy fire in your chart. You're very fast paced. Once you make a decision, you just go with it, run with it. You know, it's very Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are a leader. At times you don't feel like you're a leader. You doubt yourself, and your guides want you to know that is supporting you. You're meant to be a leader. The ones that doubt themselves are the ones that need to be leaders. because everyone doubts themselves, and this is your strength because you have the ability to overcome that, and you have the ability to teach children that. You have beautiful compassion, empathy, and basically everything you touch, you sprinkle magic on. I'm just seeing like your fingers kind of just going over things, and just beautiful, like glorious light, like aqua, like that aqua pink and pink white sparkles, like just going on everything. Everything you touch is just absolutely beautiful. It turns into something beautiful, you know, and you do more than you think you do. Like you achieve more at an energetic level, maybe than you're more connected to the like higher ascending energy. That's why you may not see anything really appearing for you in the 3D. It's not that you suck at manifestation or whatever. You can manifest if you want to manifest, but you don't suck at it. It's just because you're more connected to the etheric energy, the high priestess energy, than you are to the 3D. And that's why you don't see things appearing. You're meant to be here to be a beautiful energetic vibration, a lighthouse for others around you. You help lift them up and transcend them. You encourage and release this energy of faith, and it's infectious in a good way. So you do way more than you think you do. You don't see it. Sometimes you see darkness too much because nothing is appearing to you in the 3D, because that's not your gift. That's not how your path is meant to be. You need to be connected more to goddess and god energy, to the higher realms. I'm just feeling like you need to talk more with Jesus and your guides and your higher self more than people in a way, or like 50-50. It's funny, it's a bit of a dichotomy, isn't it? You like, it's a real balance. So this would be, you know, air energy, like Libra energy. If you're out of balance or out of whack in any area of your life, it shows. It ends up being a big energetic disruption in your life. And you're so powerful, you can control that balance. That's one of your life lessons, and you probably already know this, but you have the ability to provide balance in every situation. Even the most chaotic, your energy is so peaceful. It's so beautiful. It's lovely. Like, I just feel so calm. You know, you have, even though you have this fire energy, you have calmness to you as well. And that is your soul frequency, which is why you're here. Ooh, that was heavy, but in such a beautiful way. Look at this double priestess energy. Oh my God. This is what I'm going to call pile one. Double priestess energy. God, you really... Can we be friends? Such beautiful energy. Here we've got soul journey. Archetype of the martyr, not surprising. Self-sacrificing, networker. Definitely about sharing your gifts. South node, life's debts. And I feel like that's why you feel like things can be so hard, because that's a past life connection. You have, our past life, our south node, that's said to be the last life that we've lived. And so our strengths and the things that come naturally to us, that's what you'll be best at. And then we come here to live in our north node, which will be the opposite of your south node, to work on those gifts. They're going to be hard. Things are going to feel difficult. Your soul will compel you to move forward in a certain direction, and you'll be scared because you're not used to it, because it's not familiar. Your energy is just so beautiful. I feel like this will filter into pole 2 as well, but See how you feel. So this lifetime, I'm hearing you're scheduled to embody a big lesson in 2 months' time from this. Not lesson in a scary way. It's like embodying some new energy. I think you're taking on some new guides. I'm hearing faith restored. I'm hearing compelling action. Is that outside them? Outside yourself. So it's almost like things that you have done. It's almost like a karmic rebalance. Okay, the universe is saying it's like a gift for your, for your inner work that you've done. You've done a lot of shadow work. You've done the right thing. I'm hearing, and it could be a younger version of you saying that I always do the right thing, and nothing seems to be changing because of that. I think that perception is shifting for you. And if you do have like Libra placements, that's when, you won't like a world that's not fair, or fair for you, or fair for your family, or anyone you love. You don't like unfairness. You don't like it. I'm seeing a flag, so you might have a flag in your yard, or it's just, and it's also like, I see it, a flag going into the ground, like but it's your flag. It's like, I'm staking claim of my life. And this is the energy that's going to be coming in for you in the next 2 months. I'm achieving my goals no matter what. I'm going to feel it. I feel like you're going to have a massive shift in 2 months' time from whenever you're watching this. In a good way, like you're receiving more psychic gifts, awareness. And I think this is because you're going to start focusing more on connecting more with the spirit realm. I feel like this might have been something you've done previously and it's stagnated, or life just got in the way, and things became, other priorities came up. There's only so much you could do in a day. Now I'm feeling like, yeah, it is like life's debts. It's been very burdensome for you, and life hasn't been feeling magical. I'm hearing the magic was taken away, and faith disappeared. You lost your spark, and you're going to get your spark back. Like, I think it's been many years, and you might not even have noticed it slowly dwindle. And I think that's why they asked me to light a candle for this reading, and that can be something to help you call your power back by picking up a candle, making that a practice every night, a little ritual, and just calling your power back before you go to sleep. And you're going to have more of a restful sleep. Calling back like more of your life's gifts from the past, present, and future. And asking them to be integrated while you sleep, and for your sleep to not be affected by this. Ask for a heavy sleep. So you don't notice these changes occurring, and then drink lots of water in the morning with lemon. And don't forget to have like fresh orange juice as well. And if you have any inflammation, just please remember that sugar is really adding to it. Cut it out as much as you can. Very blessed pile. I'd love to hear what happens in 2 months' time, and how you're integrating these changes into your energetic and your physical body. Your physical body will also be changing because of this energy. It's almost like I'm hearing like Palladian or Syrian starseed, and how you've come from that star system, and you had like an avatar assigned to your energy, and I'm feeling like you're going to look a bit more alien-like, or at least that's the energy that you'll see in the mirror, because you're integrating the past life connections, right? Integrating that energy of when you knew more, you felt more, you were at a higher vibration, And then your body responds to that. So you're going to start changing how you look. That's quite amazing. So beautiful. Thank you, pile 1. And now we'll move on to pile 2. Pluto transformation. What are your special gifts? 10th house, the world. Ooh, nice. Definitely someone that has transformed a lot, may have experienced a lot of loss in your life, but almost like you're used to it. Healer energy, and that's exactly what a healer will go through. So with this 10th house here, this is like how the world sees you and things like that. So this could be you sharing your gifts on platforms, and you probably already do that, sharing your gifts with the world. We've got the victim card here. Rescuer, which is usually part of being a healer. Awakening. Inarama. Journeying of the soul. So with this card, I'm sensing a lot of astral traveling or levitating. This might have been something that you did as a child or with a group of people, I'm seeing, which a lot of children are able to do it, and then they kind of lose that ability through doubt and fear over the years. But that's one of your spiritual gifts, and that makes you magic. Teacher, healer, teacher. Not surprised. Musician. Are you a musician? Visual artist. Creative healers here. Ladies, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. I'm not surprised at all. Definite healer vibes. I'm guessing you're either in the caring industry, in whatever form that is, hospital worker, or just caring for office workers and things like that. Like it comes in many forms. Or you're just like a complete artist, like you work by yourself, graphic designer, music producer, singer, songwriter. There's so many different ways. Drawing, painting, filmmaking. Like you're a very creative soul. If I feel like you just have so many gifts, like you don't have enough time in the day, and your energy might be scattered sometimes all over the place because you are able to download so much energy all the time, like all the time. I'm hearing music teacher. This could be something that you are meant to do this life. It's the first part as well as about children. I'm getting children again. It's like the change to this world is happening through our kids. Because, you know, with the baby boomer generation where they were like traumatized from war, or their parents experienced war and they were numbed out and cold, and they didn't know how to feel any different, how to recover from that, you know, see PTSD. They didn't have any knowledge, but we're privy to so much knowledge now with psychology and spirituality and with the internet and books, and we can read and research and discern that we're at the best time. This is the most pivotal time in history where we can share information that we deem truthful to the kids in order for them to set up for the new world. So that's your big mission as a teacher. Big time. Spiritual teacher, emotional teacher. You know, I'm hearing even like writing, like the ways that kids can learn how to express themselves. They need to be taught how to express themselves. And this will be stuff you're already knowing, but I'm just channeling whatever's coming through, you know, and that's what makes you so freaking mystical and magical, is that you have that ability to, because you've got a way of explaining things to people in a way that they can understand. There's no judgment, there's only compassion, there's patience. You know, you may get irritated when people are closed-minded, fair enough. They're just not on your frequency. You guys aren't going to vibe. you're willing to teach anyone that wants to be taught. You know, you've got different spiritual gifts, you've got different talents, and levitation could be something that you might end up teaching if you don't already. Whew, like, this is just amazing energy. And we got the healer right with the 10th house, and that's like occupation. You're definitely here to be a healer, but in whatever way, even if I haven't described any of this. I'm hearing remote viewing as well. It might be something you can teach. Now's the time we're being called to share our gifts, to teach people. You know, you've had your lifetime of refining your talents. You know, I'm hearing you need to write things down, how you do things, like, you know, say if it's levitation, the steps, the meditation, the mindset you need to be in. Does it take, you know, 5 sessions? You know, are you going to run a group that teaches people how to do it, that you'll try to do it together? Like, what's your technique? Like, your guides want you to write them down. Is it remote viewing? Is it astral traveling? It's like the connection between the two worlds, the separation between the mind, the mind and the body, and connecting more, being able to let go of that and connect more to like the higher consciousness. I'm just going to write down pile 2 is the spiritual teacher and the healer. Oof. Like, your techniques, even if you haven't done this yet, this is what's coming up for you. And I mean, even like we were using the starseed cards here, this might be something that you need to teach as well, is your spiritual teachings. And star seeds, is that something that you feel called to explore? You could probably channel in through information from your past life. You know, if you are in the UK, there's all those ley lines, there's so much history there, so many different beautiful rituals. Perhaps that's something you need to set up, like a getaway to, I'm trying to remember some of the spiritual places, but my mind's a blank. There's just so many beautiful stories around spiritual times in the UK. And that might be something you set up every year. It's this place, and we're all staying at this bed and breakfast, and you do a whole tour. Like, there's more of a call for that sort of stuff. So put the feelers out in your groups, because that's something people really want you to do. They need you to do. It's, you know, the times are coming up where we need to form more of our communities. We need to get together more. We need to go back to our roots through our ancestors and congregate at these sacred sites, and the ley lines, because when we do, we open up a portal to possibility, we shift dimensions, we release pain in the body. This is, oh my God, taking people, say, that have emotional blockages or traumas in their body, you know, dis-ease, you have the ability, when you go with a group of women or people, to release that, because all that power, say if there's 10 of you all holding hands in a circle, you've got the power to cure illnesses. Release it, because it's trapped in the energetic body. It gives, when you go to these places, it gives you faith, it gives you compassion, it gives you, like, I'm hearing 1,000 times the healing power when you visit these places. Like, I've got goosebumps, like I'm feeling the energy building and rising, and we need this right now too, because of what's going on in the world. And I guess specifically I'm saying UK, because I think you've had all these restrictions dropped. Like, we need you to go forward and like help the rest of the world. Oh, it's only a little bit of a job you signed up for. Like, we need help. The world needs help. And that's probably why the restrictions were lifted there in the first place, because of this transformative power of these sacred sites. We need you to congregate with your people. You know, the communities are thick and fast now, more than ever. People have formed groups and alliances, and we still need those people to help make more changes, you know. I feel like I'm there, and maybe I will be. Like, if you do this, my energy will be there. I'm known to like bother people that watch my videos in their sleep. Like, oi, did you come to me? I'm like, oh, I just want to go to sleep, and I keep jumping into other people's lives. That's me astral traveling to you. So yes, you can call my energy in when you do these things as well, for me to be there, because I'm a healer as well. You can call anyone that you feel connected to, any deity, any god, any goddess, for their assistance and help, and to amplify the energy. Whatever your sacred intention is, ask for that energy to be amplified by 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, by 1,000,000, like whatever your soul is calling for you to ask for. Ugh. I hope I can come in a physical form. This is very strong energy and I love it. Healer, teacher, you know, you're able to help people that have been through hard situations, and this could be, you know, sexual abuse and worse. Because you, I don't want to say this, but you've probably been there. You know how to see the signs, you know how to warn people. And this, like, helping people that have gone through sexual assault and abuse and worse, have a lot of energy they need to shift, and they're the ones that have reproductive problems and they store their shame, you know, in their uterus. And this is one thing that can be released at these places. And it's probably, you probably do Reiki already and things like that, but you're being asked by your guides to take it to the next level. There's things that you need to teach. Even if you did it at home, you were teaching this, levitating. Or it could be you're just raising, not just, but you're raising frequency of people in order for them to heal. Could be a healing group. You know, there's something, you've got a different way of healing that the world needs to experience and hear about through little groups. Doesn't matter if it's one person that shows up, you know, that's a sign for you to continue working, because your heart is so big and beautiful, and it can store all this light energy as this healer to help support others. Always remember to ground yourself before and after, and cleanse your energy with white light, drawing it down from the universe and planting your feet on the ground to release the energy and to protect yourself, and to cleanse yourself after too, just in case those little bit of fragments have entered your energetic field, you know, and ask for everything that's not yours, true and pure, to be released, sent back to the light and healed within yourself and others. That's like the perfect incantation. Oh, I love your energy. Like, honestly, I feel so peaceful. And even though I'm in this house alone, I don't feel alone. And that would be one of your gifts that you have. You help people, and you could be with them when they cross over, or you may have experienced a lot of death in your life. We've got the Pluto here, and your ability to make people not feel alone before they die. So you could be a carer or something like that, and that might be something that you need to teach. Yes, it's like whatever you've done in your life up to now, whatever you know you have experience in, and know it makes you feel good and you feel the need to do it, that's what you need to teach. So I'd love to hear about it. Like, thank you so much for your work. Please comment below as to what that is. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with the world and with me just now. Like, it's so lovely. Thank you. So we'll have to go on to group number 3. Amazing so far. Like, I love this energy. Oh, you guys are such beautiful people. Beautiful people, I could cry. Oh, grand chime blessing. So this is what makes you magical. Breaking free. Self-forgiveness. If you could bottle that up and sell it, that would be freaking amazing. Let yourself receive. Archangel Raphael is making appearance. Aries energy. go for it. Impulsive, self-starter, very creative, very honest, knows how to move forward. Believe in your good luck, so you could have Sag placement, Sag moon. Trusting the universe. This was the biggest pile. This might be Aquarius energy quite strong as well. Like I feel pile 3, you're the truth seeker. Oh, my favorite kind of person lately. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do more of these videos because obviously like you'd all have so many different gifts, and just to do 3 picker cards is not enough. Yeah, all right, we'll start with these ones. Self-forgiveness might have been something that you've mastered, the ability to let go of people or energy or illnesses. Obviously, there's a lot of healers in these groups that we're watching. You have the ability to, like, you know what action to take to get out of any situation. I'm hearing you're the best person, like a natural counselor. You know the best way to get out of any situation. Like you might be the go-to person when people are like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So you might not hear from someone for ages. And then all of a sudden they're like, help me, Joe, what, this just happened, what? And you're like, I'm on it, okay, I think, like you probably channel, but you feel more practical, but you're actually channeling information, like you always know what to do. And in past lifetimes, you've had lots of people just come to you because you know what to do, you know what to say. You may not always know it for yourself, but you're on it. As soon as someone calls you, you're freaking on it. You go into their frequency, and this is like your magical gift. You're able to hone into people's frequencies, attune, I'm just saying like an anchor, but with like feelers into their energy. And it's all like a central nervous system. It's all coming back to you, to your energy and to your mind. And you're just this straight channel. You're like, they don't even have to tell you fully what's going on. So you probably already know you're a psychic, but that's how you do it, right? Because like there's psychics and there's psychics. There's like, there'd be tens of thousands different ways that a psychic gifts could be defined. This is yours. You go in, anchor, draw back all the information into you, and you're channeling. So you're definitely like a channel. Yeah. But I'm hearing, don't get so caught out. They're saying that sometimes if you're too in your mind, you're unable to tune into that frequency. So make sure you drop into your heart and you set that intention first before you do it, just in case, because sometimes it's hard not to base. Okay, yeah. If you go to your mind with advice straight away, then that's tuning into your ego because it's working off your past experiences. But they're saying you need to focus on connecting with your heart. You can touch your heart and say, I now connect with my heart for the right answers. Then you're in a higher vibrational frequency. Like you won't overreact, you'll talk quite calmly. You won't be like, get so passionate, excited, like, oh, that's not right, no, no, no. Do you know what I mean? That's when we get caught in our past experiences and our perceptions of life, but you're being asked to visually see that energy, the correct energy, be brought into your heart and channel from your heart, because that's where we channel. And that's when we feel calmer. And sometimes touching your heart, not sometimes, when you touch your heart, you know, you feel way more connected and calmer. And if you struggle, you can hold the rose quartz to you as well, or any pink stone. Put that here for now. I'm feeling like at this present time, like you're a healer as well, same as pile 2. You need to take more time out for you. You need to do things like a little meditation to cleanse your energy, which there's free ones on YouTube. But this could be your practice, because your poor little heart cops it. You take so much on. You're like an energetic sponge, which isn't really a magical gift, I guess, because it affects your energy. But that gives you this like ability to have amazing empathy and compassion for people. It's truly beautiful, but you need the universe to give back to you. So say you encode this crystal. I encode this crystal of love, replenishment, healing, and the ability to break free, let go, and release any stagnating pain or energy within me. That can be your mantra. Like this can be your magic rock, which all crystals are magic rocks. So you obviously would be into crystals as well. And you already know too, like choose ones that call to you. Like this is like one of my soul colors when I was a kid. Look at that, how it catches the light. Pink, light pink, and aqua were my favorite colors I used to love drawing with, because that's my soul's energy frequency. Those are my colors, and they could be yours too, because I don't know why I'm telling you this. Yeah, so whatever color you're drawn to with your crystals is the correct one for you. And the colors that you loved best as a kid, that is your soul frequency. That is your soul's color of energy. I used to get it confused with auras. This is different. That's my soul energy and frequency, because my aura is gold, and perhaps yours is too. Gold of the healer. So you could be really good, if you're not already, shadow work coach, because you have this ability to feel and see. Like you might be clairvoyant in the way you can see it in your mind's eye playing out, and then you're able to communicate a message, you know, kind of like what I do. It's like I'm seeing this and I'm feeling this, you know. It's almost like a visual metaphor, which is pretty freaking cool. Like you may be someone that's really good with metaphors too. Like you have that ability to try to get someone to shift their perspective through metaphors, which I'm lacking with right now, but that's your gift. You know, you're able to say things in a way that people can really connect to and feel. You're that energetic gap in people's lives. You know, you're able to discern the truth within someone and channel them a clear message, which is what channeling is, connecting to the higher consciousness and stuff like that. But you connect to people's consciousness. I'm gonna write this down. And that's important, because we need people to understand other people's perspectives, you know, and this is like a major blessing. So you've really mastered that lesson over a lot of past lives. And that's why you're able to connect with it with very minimal intention. And remember, we're still human, so we have a mind, we have experiences, we have an ego. It's hard not to default into that. So that's why they're just bringing up the whole have that, what would you call it? Is it a totem? You know, an anchor yourself to go, this, whenever I hold this like this, I connect to my heart and I can channel the correct message. So you know, you're physically touching your heart, you're connecting it with your intention, and the right tool for you. That's your ritual of connecting, to spread the message of love. I always connect with people's consciousness, and I have the ability to deliver a message that is needed at this time. And you already know it's not about if the message is wanted or not, and it's very hard sometimes if people kick that back in your face. But usually I feel like people come to you when they're in the point of surrender and they don't know where to turn next. Like that's a real gift to people. That's a real big blessing, and it's an honor. It's such an honor. It's like being, you know, the shaman of a old like years and years and years ago of a tribe. You would have been the one someone would come to and connect to other realms of consciousness and have the ability to see where people have blockages in their energy, whether it's emotional blockage. I feel like you're in the realm of emotions, so you would have an interest in psychology. Perhaps you are a psychologist, maybe that's something you study. You've got all this knowledge. I think even from when you're in, you know, a past life, and time isn't linear, you had the ability to access future information, which one of them being psychology. And then if you remember, whenever it came out, I don't know, 50s or 60s, when Jung was writing about it, that was considered a pseudoscience. Anything that is new, a new concept, people, you know, tend to think people are crazy, don't they? Just because they don't understand it doesn't mean it's crazy. And that tends to be the way things happen in the world, you know. And it takes Aquarius energy, like innovative energy, to explain what's happening and trust in that, and be a conduit for that new information to come through, and stand strong until you have that ability to push that new knowledge through where it's accepted by the wider community. So you've got something new that you need to teach, and it could be like a way of psychology, a different way of psychology, shadow work, or perhaps you've got your own techniques and that's something that you need to share. And I mean, Archangel Raphael is the healer. So in this instance, it's talking about healing the mind and the way people's perceptions are and the way they think. And it takes a strong soul and a strong person to be able to trust, to share that information. You know, you have the ability to teach people how to let go of their pain, how to forgive themselves. You know, when people are angry with what's happened to them in life, they're actually not angry at other people. They're angry at themselves, and you know that. You know that at your core. If you can help them get there, beneath all those layers of this person did that, this happened to me, they're angry at themselves for letting it happen. That's where the anger stems from, and you know this. So if you can take people down there, you ask them questions to relieve them of their burdens, you eventually lead them there through a series of steps, because you can't go from here to here. You have to gently lead people there where they realize and they get to the bottom of their shadows, and they're like, I'm angry that I let this happen to me, because that's where it all comes from, that self-blame. Even if you're, you know, a child and something happened to you, we still blame ourselves. And that's how we get stuck. And that's why we'll constantly keep being, you know, people can keep being angry at the government or society or whatever, but at the end of the day, they blame themselves for not being able to make a change or not being able to stop it. That's where it all comes down from. And that's why we're seeing people banding together now. And this is one of your blessings. You have the ability to take people there slowly. It can only be done slowly. You know that you can't rip that bandage off. And you probably hate when people say, oh, just don't be sad, because I don't understand how fucking emotions work. You know, and sometimes you want to be like, you retard, don't scar people even more when they're scarred. Don't scar them more in their life by saying shit like that. You're just like, fucked hard. You know, sometimes you might express that and sometimes you may not, but wow, you are amazing. Like here we've got the spirit of truth, so that's definitely, I'm getting Aquarius, truth seeker. Look at that spirit of initiation. It's that shaman ability to take people to the next level. And look at all this like aqua blue energy. This is throat chakra. This is teaching. This is speaking, communicating, dance of reconciliation with that self-forgiveness. It's bringing pieces of people's soul back together within themselves, because they spread out their power through what they perceive to be wrong with themselves and the world, and they need to call that back, and that's something you can do. So perhaps you might need to do, it's called bone readings, and I've heard recently that apparently they use real bones. Shaman of reflections, and that's it. It's like taking people down memory lane and calling back these parts of themselves, and you have the ability to lead them to healing through questioning. And it's definitely, you know, this is like amazing gift. You've just had it forever, for lifetimes. Ancestor of tribes. You've got your ancestors supporting you, and that's why you've got so many different gifts around healing. When you are healing and connecting to people, you're connecting to their guides as well, whether you see them or not, but they're around you, feeding you information, feeding you the energy, and you're such an open, beautiful book. You're able to receive all that. It's just that sponge energy. Like I can feel this energy changing around me. Like there's a lot of people around me now. That'd be your guides connecting to you, me wanting me to pass on messages to you. Keep going, keep pushing through. If you feel stuck at the moment, things are about to change. Have faith in yourself before you have faith in us. This is your guides and the universe. You're stuck because you don't have faith in yourself. Pioneer, you got to teach something that people haven't taught before in a different way. It's very trailblazing energy in these piles. Destroyer, destroying what doesn't work in society fingers crossed that all the structures come down, because it's time for a new world, one that is of ours and is of community and is not about big business. And you're a part of this. You're a part of the change. You could be an advocate, you may not. It doesn't really matter, because what you're here to do is to cause change and disrupt the thought processes and disrupt the emotional patterns so they don't keep repeating in these cycles of destruction, emotional destruction, energetic, and that's when you see people having mental illnesses, because they don't know a way out, and you're the way out. You're the way out. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment and share below. And yeah, thanks for being so magic. Bye.